Well, our work certainly looks at the impact of international taxation on really around the world. So we don't particularly focus on Europe in our work. But one of the things we do find is that, yes, it's a significant problem pretty much around the world, but particularly, in fact, for developing countries, which, of course, is a particular concern for us at the fund. So for them, in particular, we think there are significant revenue losses as a result of international tax avoidance activities by multinationals. Well, developing countries certainly face a number of problems. Of course, in many of them, the administration is not as strong as in advanced economies, so they struggle in particular with international tax issues. Often multinationals, of course, are very sophisticated in terms of their avoidance activities. So it's very important for developing countries really to be careful in the design of their tax systems, to try and keep things simple, for example, in terms of their treaty arrangements, and to make sure that they're not leaving obvious gaps, at least, that open them up to possibility of avoidance. So it's really a mixture of getting their policy right and also, over time, strengthening their administration and the implementation of these tax systems. It's clear that there are many problems with the current system. I think we're all still struggling with finding systems that really achieve what we want to do under the corporate tax, but without causing undue distortions to business activities. So there are a number of ideas around. There are suggestions of essentially formulae by which you can allocate tax base across countries. This is one of the ideas being floated in Europe. There are other ideas of corporate taxation which look very like, in fact, having a VAT with reduced rates of corporate tax, which in fact many countries are moving towards. So I wish I knew the answer to that. It's much easier to point to current problems than to point to a politically feasible and economically sensible long-term solution.